morning, lecturer. We are Group 1, and we have Chong Jia-en, Wachalin, Alisha, Lim Sweting, and Ang Wei Ping to present Introduction to Statistic Economy.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Alisha Putri binti Misman. My street number is 2X6475. Me and my friend will explain question 1. The cost of studying the overseas in master degree level is quite higher in recent years. As a result, many of people choose to have their studying in the local university. A cost of studying in local university recently advertised in several websites that the cost for one session was less than 10,000 ringgit. Listed below is a total cost in thousands for a sample of at local university. At the 0.10 significance level, is it reasonable to conclude that the mean studying cost is less than 10,000 ringgit as advertised? So to answer that, step 1, state the null and alternative hypothesis, where the null hypothesis population mean is more than or equal to 10, and alternative hypothesis where population mean less than 10. Step 2, state the level of significance. The level of significance is 0.10 as stated in the problem. Step 3, select the test statistic. Use the t-distribution since the population variance is unknown, where t equal to negative 1.415. For this explanation, I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Lim Sweting with method number 287501. Now we move to the step number 4, formulate the decision rule. Reject hash null if calculated t is less than critical negative 1.415. How we can get the critical t value is we can use the t distribution table. As we can see in this table, we use 1-2 test in this question and the alpha is 10%, degree of freedom is 8 minus 1 is supposed to be 7 and we get the answer 1.415. Since the hash 1 is less than, so we need to put the negative sign. In step number 5, we need to compute the t-statistic, make a decision and interpret the result. The formula t-statistic is equal to s bar minus mu divided by the s over n square root. The s bar is sample mean. The formula is equal to the total cost divided by the sample size is equal to 9.8625. And the s is standard deviation. The formula is the sum of s minus s bar square divided by the n minus 1 square root is equal to 1.1722. And we compute the s bar and the standard deviation into the t-statistic, we get the answer is negative 0.232. In this step, we need to draw the normal curve on 1-2 test on the left, and we get the negative 0.232 falls outside of the area of rejection. Hash null is not rejected. We conclude that the sample mean cost is not less than 10,000.
My name is Ang Wei Ping and my matric number is 287528. Today I want to present the step 1 and step 2 for question 2. In this question, we can see is dependence question because the before and the after sample from the before and the after is same at A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now I want to present the step 1, state the null and alternate hypothesis. And we look at this sentence, we can get the keyword is decrease. Means that our alternate hypothesis, our mu d is smaller than the 0. And the value for the 0 is because our question is dependent sample. So dependent sample, automatically our right side value is 0. And after we found our alternate hypothesis, and we can find our H0 is mu d is bigger and equal to the 0. Now I want to present the level of significance. And the question got provide is use the 0.01 significance level. This means that 0.01 is our level of significance.
Good morning to Professor Madhya, Dr. Mukhris Izras bin Asman Aziz. My name is Wachalin and my metric number is 2x5706. In step 3, we are using t-distribution as our test statistic. This is because the question is a dependent sample, and for the dependent sample, always using t-distribution. Another reason of using t-distribution is because the sample size is less than 30. So that tells us that we should use the t-distribution. Plus, we don't know the population standard deviation, we only know sample standard deviation. So when these two conditions are met, we should use the t-test. Next, in step 4, we need to determine the t-value that corresponds to our critical value. If t is smaller than 2.998, we will reject HO. So, let's see the student t-distribution table below. The table is a one-tailed test, not a two-tailed test, as you can see. Now, our sample size was 8, and so the degree of freedom, df, is going to be n minus 1, which is 8 minus 1 equal to 7. So, the answer is as shown in the table below.
I'm Chong Jae-eun and my metric number is 2F658. I'm going to present question 2, step 5, which is compute the value of t and make a decision. First, we need to find means of difference, which is d. The d formula is before minus after. For example, area A before is 14, b minus area A after, which is 6. So we can get the d is at. Next, we must find the means of the different primes. The formula is total d divided n sample, so 31 divided by 8. The answer is 3.875. After that, use d minus d prime. For instance, we use d of area A, which is 8 minus d prime, which is 3.875, and we can get the answer is 4.125. Last, use 4.125 to power 2, so we can get 17.01563. All the answer we include into the table. After that, we have to find standard deviation, which is SD. We substitute all the value into the formula, which is square root 19.875 divided by 8 minus 1. So the answer is 3.603. Last, we have to find testing hypothesis, which means T. T formula is means of the difference divide standard deviation divide square root sample. Substitute all the value into formula, which means 3.1 divide 3.603 divide square root 8, and the answer is 2.434. In conclusion, 2.434 falls within the do not reject the new hypothesis region. H0 is not rejected. There is not decrease under the number of crimes since the integration of the program. P-value equal to 0.01 because 0.5 minus 0.45. That's all for me. Thank you.